is me, Renita from Be Your Own Kind. I did miss last week. I went out of town very, very briefly. Then I just slept for the rest of the weekend. The news of Bryant, I got really sad about that. He was a part of my childhood. I'm not really a sports enthusiast. But I did watch his games, and I know he played for a really long time, and just the thought of a dad and a daughter and the rest of the children and people who died on the helicopter, like the whole thing just, I don't know, it just made me sad. Life is short. You know, that's something that's said a lot, you know, just to say, but it really is short. Even if you live to be 100, it still probably doesn't seem long enough. I did see some comments where people were like, well, how can you feel bad or mourn a person you never met? But who can really judge how you mourn someone? I mean, like, when Michael Jackson died, I was super sad. I've never met the man a day in my life, but I just know his songs resonated with me, and his talent was like no other. And it just felt like a huge loss to the world when he passed away. So I can totally understand how his fans and, you know, and people he inspired can feel sad, because it's like they lost a part of them, especially when growing up. So I believe that people can mourn whoever or whatever they mourn. You have that right. Only you know how something or someone impacted you. I was talking about mourning with my childhood best friend, and I think I might get into that, because it's funny how someone could pass away years from now or recent, and you still feel that loss. Like, it's not like you get over it. It's just you learn how to maintain with that loss. Didn't mean to start on such a sad note. I went to Chicago this weekend just for a quick second to celebrate my godmother's birthday. So super excited to see her. Also, I probably should have said this in the beginning, but subscribe to this channel, like and share, help my channel to grow. I would really, really appreciate that. Last week I gave a quick introduction of Be Your Own Kind. Once again, my website is BeYourOwnKind.com. I am all about mail, how I love mail. So if you like to just, I don't know, send me snail mail, send me products with like a review, or just send a friendly postcard, I'm for it, you know. And that can be sent to P.O. Box 6141, Lafayette, Indiana 47903. So please, I love mail. If you want me to write back, I will definitely write back. I've just always been a person that really loved mail. It's weird, but I am. Okay, so getting right into it. My first post from last week, I'm still doing the blog challenge. I'm almost there. I did days 19 through 21, where it talks about my worst habit, which I pretty much said is self-sabotage. Like, things could be going great and it could be peaceful and everything, and I'm like, I don't want peace, let me just create drama. So I've learned to pinpoint that and to learn peace. Like, life doesn't have to be drama. You don't have to spend your entire life in survivor mode, and that's just something that I had to learn. You know, when you're just so used to being in survivor mode, it's kind of hard to go in and out of that. But you know, it takes practice, and it takes you to actually recognize, like, and ask yourself, is this a real problem? Was this something that I'm creating? So those are things that I asked myself. Also, one of the questions was, where did I see myself in 10 years? I answered, I have no idea. I'm on a 5-year plan. Actually, I ordered this from Amazon in 2020 to 2024. So I am literally on a 5-year plan. So, and I did say things that I wanted for my blog and things I wanted for my health. I am still working out, not every day. I feel like that was a little bit too much pressure on me. But if I can get 4 to 5 days out the week, that'll be great. I do feel better. I do weigh myself soon, so I'm super nervous but super excited. I mean, if I made a milestone or not, it's just okay, because I'm trying, and I just have to be patient with the process. So it is what it is. And so Next post that I posted was from the DOACB, which is Diary of a Curvilicious Broad. Now, this is a section that I created. It's more of a personal section of, it's just me, me and my personality and just how it is to just embrace me, just the way that I am. And in the post I talked about how uncomfortable society is with overweight. And I don't get it, because it's not like they have to carry the weight. It's not like they know the woos and the triumphs and that, but it's just like, I've been teased my whole life, like for real, from a little girl on, fat this, and it gets to you after a while. And after a while, you start defining yourself by your weight. You start feeling less than, you start feeling dumb then, like you don't feel adequate enough, and lately I thought that, people were learning to embrace people, and love people for who they are, because that's what the movement is, right? And then Lizzo comes out and she's in a leotard any chance you get, she's showing her skin, and instead of embracing her and just admiring her, feeling comfortable in her skin, people said some really off the bat things, like, and then it just made me realize how people are just grossed out by obesity. I mean, there are other things you can be grossed out by. How about rapists, or pedophilia, or just I don't know. There's so many gross things out here, and people are upset with someone being heavy set. Like we can just zip the fat suit off and that's it. That's it. That's all. No. It's not that anybody's glorifying not being healthy or glorifying overweight, but I just want everybody to know that there are a lot of quote unquote skinny people that have diabetes and high blood pressure, and there are people like I'm over 300 pounds, and yes, a doctor would say time is on my side, but my vitals are sometimes better than my husband, who is smaller than me in the correct way, so people just look at that, well, you're just unhealthy, or you're just this. Well, you know what, screw it. I don't think people should define how you feel about yourself. If you can't tell heavyset person they're not trying. If you have not been overweight to the point where it affected your life, shut up. If you are and the struggles and you need that little push, then why not look up to somebody like Lizzo? Why not find plus size models? I follow a lot of plus size models, body positivity, because it encourages me. Like, I literally teared up when I saw Lizzo at the Grammys and winning Grammys. And you don't know why? Because a person like her that looks like me is winning. And you know what? She doesn't care what people think. She loves herself. She's comfortable in her own skin. And if you don't love yourself at 300 pounds, when you're 150, you will still not love yourself. It all starts with how you feel about yourself and confident within yourself. And me being overweight does not make me less smart, less pretty, less capable. It doesn't. It's just a weight. It's just a number. And yes, it is a struggle. And yes, how convenient it is to make fun of someone that you can see their flaws. I used to always say that. I'm like, the reason why people can pick fun at heavyset people, because our flaws for everyone to see. But a person who struggles with alcohol, they can mask it, or struggles with any other thing, they can mask it. But with us, you see that food is a bit of an issue. So it's cool to, not cool, but society has made it cool to make fun of heavyset people, because where you see it on the outside. And you don't know what that person is feeling on the inside. So many family members come to me, oh, when you gonna lose weight? So you gonna be fat the rest of your life? How the hell do you think that makes me feel like I don't look in the mirror and already know how I feel, or the struggles I feel, or the clothes I can't fit, or me walking and I'm tired. And it ain't like I'm not doing what I need to do. It gets tiring, and I have stopped, and I may stop again. But Here's the thing, you're not walking in my shoes. You see me fighting for my health the best way I can, or you see me giving up, why not push me instead of hinder me and tell me a million things that I could do better? And the older generation is worse with that. And they're fat too. Like, it kills me when a fat person calls me fat. But you know what? I'm going off the subject. The whole purpose of the post was how people are uncomfortable with overweight, you know, individuals, and how people like to put the overweight community down. And if you show some type of self-love with, oh, why she wearing that, or why she that, but don't nobody say anything about the skinny girl showing her butt any chance she get, or feeling confident in her. Who makes you think that anybody want to see all that skin on a skinny person? You know, and it's just like, but I'm not going to rag on them, because if that's what makes them feel good about themselves, if that's what makes them feel confident, then who is me? Who is me to say anything? I just feel like people should mind their own business. And I didn't even mean to get on this rant, but this is something real personal to me, which is why I wrote about it. So check out that post. Didn't mean to go that long about that. So my podcast for this week was ways to, or little tidbits for when you feel stuck and you have this goal and it's stuck in your mind, and you just don't know where to start, how to start. One of my suggestions was just start, no matter how small. If you want to go to school, fill out the financial aid form, or fill out the application, or talk to a counselor. Like, just start, because sometimes all that planning that we do in our head, it stays in our head, and sometimes you have to jump outside of your mind and get things done. You know, and that's what I'm all about this year. Getting things done, doing it scared, sometimes doing it unprepared, but researching so that it gets better and better over time. But it'll never start if I'm waiting on the right time. The right time is now. Point blank. The right time is now. So we know that Black History Month is next month, so I will share some little Black History tidbits. Black History should be every month. I know that's the saying, but I know that this next month is what's set aside in the United States for us to celebrate African Americans. Also, it's the month of love, Valentine's Day and all. And Galentine's, I really, really want to celebrate Galentine's, but I cannot find the perfect thing to send. I'm working on it. And I am also working on an interview, and I can't wait to publish. I'm just so excited about the platform. Like I said, I'm stepping out here, not knowing what I'm doing. Can't say I'm winging it, because I am researching before I do it, but just trying to get things better, get things better, and get the equipment, but using what I have until I get what I need type deal. And I'm loving it. It's fun. It's exciting. So I've been looking at streams for lives. I did find a live stream where I could stream from Facebook and YouTube. So I might do like a little, I don't know, test to see how it works. So I might just randomly be on live. I will post something to let you guys know when I'm on there, just to test it out, because I have no idea how it works. Just playing around with things till we get it together. That's pretty much it for the week. Like I said, I just pretty much been laid back, catching up on some rest and trying to get things together in the background. And I don't know, I just want to thank everyone who has taken the time to watch my videos, taking the time to subscribe, taking the time to reading my posts, taking the time for listening to my podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it, because you don't have to take time out of your day to listen to little old me. So I really do appreciate it. Until next week, or later this week, since this is technically last week's video, I will see you then. And don't forget to be your own kind.